Welcome back to our channel. So fans, today is a beautiful day to dive deep into the scandalous, heart-stopping drama of Genoa City. Grab a cup of coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and let us unpack the explosive twists that are about to rock our favorite characters to their very core. If you thought the drama in Genoa City had reached its absolute boiling point, you are sorely mistaken, because the upcoming episodes are about to unleash a tidal wave of vengeance, dark secrets, and reignited passions that will leave you absolutely breathless. We are looking at a terrifying shift in alliances, a deadly secret from Los Angeles rising from the grave, and a steamy romance that is finally getting the second chance it so richly deserves. The landscape of our favorite town is shifting beneath our feet, and the shockwaves are going to be felt for months to come. Well, let us start with the most unpredictable and dangerous wild card in Genoa City right now, Patty Williams. After successfully infiltrating Phyllis Summers' remote property and discovering an amnesiac Matt Clark tied up in a secret room, Patty has managed to whisk him away from the impending danger. Patty is now securing a brand new, highly secretive hideout for Matt, completely isolating him from the rest of the world. In this dusty, secluded new sanctuary, Patty is working overtime to convince the confused and memory-wiped Matt that she is his ultimate savior. She is softly whispering lies and half-truths into his ear, assuring him that the entire world is out to get him, and that she is the only person on this earth he can truly trust. Matt, stripped of his sociopathic memories and completely vulnerable, is clinging to Patty like a lifeline. He has no idea that he is trading one prison for another, stepping out of Phyllis's trap directly into the suffocating, obsessive web of Patty Williams. But the real tragedy and terror begin when Jack Abbott makes a fateful, potentially deadly decision. Jack has been wrestling with his conscience and the intense pressure from his son, Kyle Abbott, regarding his toxic alliance with Patty. Jack originally planned to use Patty as the ultimate weapon to exact revenge on Victor Newman, but the stakes have grown to high. Desperate to salvage his fragile reconciliation with Diane Jenkins Abbott, Jack finally pulls the plug on the operation. He meets with Patty and delivers the crushing blow. Their partnership is over, and he is walking away from their revenge plot. Jack thinks he is doing the right thing, choosing his family and his marriage over a bitter vendetta. But Jack has severely underestimated the psychological fragility of Patty Williams. When Jack severs their ties, something dark and irreversible snaps inside Patty's mind. For Patty, this is not just a cancelled business arrangement, it is a profound, soul-crushing betrayal. She immediately changes her entire perspective on Jack Abbott. The man she once obsessively loved and wanted to partner with is now painted in her mind as her ultimate enemy. Patty's twisted logic dictates that if Jack will not stand by her side, he must be destroyed. This terrifying pivot places Jack, Diane, and everyone they hold dear directly in the crosshairs of a woman who has nothing left to lose. Patty realizes that Matt Clark, with his blank slate memory and lingering violent instincts, is the perfect weapon. She sees that Matt is the only one who looks at her without judging her checkered, violent past, simply because he cannot remember it. If Patty becomes fully obsessed with Matt, she will undoubtedly manipulate him, molding him into her personal attack dog to execute her new, sinister plot against Jack and the entire Abbott family. Moving across town to a completely different kind of danger, the tension is reaching a fever pitch between Holden Novak, Claire Newman, and Audra Charles. Holden has been carrying a massive, suffocating burden ever since he arrived in Genoa City, and the weight of it has finally become too much to bear. Seeking comfort and a confidant, Holden makes a shocking confession to Claire Newman. He reveals the dark, twisted secret from Los Angeles, the massive cover-up involving the dead art dealer. This is the kind of explosive ammunition that can destroy lives, and Holden has just handed it directly to Claire. Claire's eyes light up with the realization of the immense power she now holds. The question on everyone's mind is whether Claire will use this deadly secret to completely annihilate Audra Charles. Audra has been a thorn in Claire's side, constantly manipulating and scheming. Even if Claire decides not to go to the authorities immediately, she is absolutely going to use this information to taunt, blackmail, and torture Audra. The psychological warfare between these two women is about to escalate into a full-blown, scorched earth battle, and Audra has no idea that the ground is about to crumble beneath her designer heels. Meanwhile, amidst all the threats and blackmail, a beautiful and passionate romance is blooming from the ashes of past heartbreak. Lily Winters has finally returned to Genoa City after celebrating the miraculous, life-saving bone marrow transplant for her father, Malcolm Winters, in New York. Her heart is overflowing with profound gratitude and reunited love for the man who made it all possible, Kane Ashby. Lily wastes no time in visiting Kane as he continues his physical recovery from the grueling stem cell extraction surgery. The sterile environment of Kane's recovery room instantly melts away as Lily approaches his bedside. The emotional barriers that have kept them apart for so long are completely shattered, replaced by warm, lingering, and deeply passionate kisses. Kane is looking at Lily with a renewed sense of hope and adoration. He is already envisioning a real, permanent reunion, playfully, sincerely hoping for some intense bedroom time once his body is fully healed. The chemistry between them is electric, proving that true love can survive even the darkest of trials. Now, let me offer my honest personal commentary on each of these fascinating characters, because their motivations are driving this incredible drama. Let us start with Patty Williams. My honest take on Patty is that she is one of the most tragic yet terrifying figures in soap history. Her desperate need for love constantly warps into a lethal obsession. She is deeply broken, and while you almost want to pity her, her willingness to weaponize a vulnerable Matt Clark makes her an absolute monster. As for Matt Clark, it is incredibly jarring to see this historical villain reduced to a confused, malleable pawn. Honestly, I find it fascinating that his amnesia has turned him into a victim of Patty's manipulation. It is a brilliant twist of karma, but I fear the monster inside him will eventually wake up. My personal commentary on Jack Abbott is a mix of frustration and sympathy. Jack is a brilliant man who constantly lets his emotions and historical grudges blind him. Walking away from Patty was the right choice for his marriage to Diane, but his naive belief that Patty would just quietly accept the rejection is astoundingly foolish. He should have known better. As for Diane Jenkins Abbott, I honestly feel a sense of impending dread for her. She has worked so hard to rebuild her life and her marriage, and now she is about to be blindsided by Patty's wrath through no fault of her own. Diane is a survivor, but Patty's brand of crazy is entirely unpredictable. Looking at Holden Novak, my honest opinion is that he is a good man who is simply in way over his head. Confessing the Los Angeles dead art dealer's secret to Claire is a massive risk. He is seeking emotional intimacy, but he is fundamentally misunderstanding the ruthless Newman DNA that runs through Claire's veins. Speaking of Claire Newman, I have to say I am absolutely loving this darker, more strategic side of her. My honest take is that Claire is finally stepping into her power. She has been pushed around and underestimated, and now that she has the ultimate leverage over Audra, she is going to use it brilliantly. As for Audra Charles, my personal commentary is that her arrogant house of cards is finally collapsing. Audra has played too many games with too many people, and seeing her backed into a corner by Claire is going to be incredibly satisfying television. Finally, my honest thoughts on Lily Winters and Kane Ashby. I have always believed these two are soulmates. My commentary on Lily is that she has grown into such a fierce, independent powerhouse, but she has always had a soft spot for Kane's charm. Seeing her allow herself to be vulnerable and romantic with him again is beautiful. As for Kane, my honest take is that his selfless sacrifice to save Malcolm has completely redeemed him in my eyes. Here in the second chance with Lily, and their impending bedroom reunion is exactly the kind of passionate payoff that we fans have been waiting for. Here is my prediction of what will happen next in Genoa City. Patty Williams is going to successfully brainwash Matt Clark, feeding him a fabricated history where Jack Abbott is a villain who ruined both of their lives. Patty will unleash Matt on the Abbott mansion, leading to a terrifying home invasion scenario where Kyle and Diane will have to fight for their lives. Meanwhile, Claire Newman is not going to expose the Los Angeles secret to the police right away. Instead, my prediction is that Claire will use the dead art dealer cover-up to blackmail Audra Charles into doing her dirty work, effectively turning the ruthless corporate shark into her personal puppet. As for Lily and Kane, I predict their romantic bubble will be briefly threatened by Devon's lingering suspicions, but their love will prevail, culminating in a deeply romantic, steamy night together that cements their status as Genoa City's ultimate super couple once again. Let me know your thoughts on all these shocking twists in the comments below. And do not forget to share this article with your fellow Y&R dicks right away so we can all discuss the madness together.